I keep giving bad people good ideas.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're going to be talking about Steam, doing a quick little random ass commentary. And I'm not just going to be talking about like, oh, just Steam as its, self, because we all kind of know what Steam is and what it functions for. But I'm going to pretty much explain why Steam has kind of been this unstoppable position, and pretty much the two only options that can really knock Steam off of their current top dog status is that they really fuck up and completely make everyone hate Steam, which I feel like is a very hard thing for them to do, and they really have to just like do a complete 180 and just say fuck it. And then number two is somebody needs to come along with a better I don't know. I wouldn't want to call like Steam an engine, obviously. Well, better game browser, better marketplace than Steam, and that again is very hard and very like you would have to come with extreme calculations and like really be on your shit. And even then, it'd be really hard because, again, some people have been with Steam for the past 20 years. So, to kind of, get someone to be like, hey, our game browser is better than the one you've been using for the last 20 fucking years is very hard to do. So, let's get into it. My biggest thing on why I think Steam is so successful is because they joined in at the fucking perfect timing, at the cream of the crop, when no one else was doing this shit. Honestly, back in the day, again, I don't know every piece of the story, but I bet a lot of people looked at Gabe as a fucking idiot, being like, why are you making Steam? Why are you doing this? Like, because there was, like, companies like Nintendo or, like, Sony and shit making, like, the PlayStations and the, like, whatever Nintendo was working on, like, the GameCube, shit like that, and people were like, well, those are already gaming consoles. People are gonna want to use gaming consoles, and, like, the whole thing with, like, Sony and, like, consoles and shit in general. Wait, did I say Sony? I mean Nintendo. The shit with like Nintendo companies like Sony or stuff like that, having a console is nice because it does make it a bit more convenient and a bit more easier for the simple dumbass to play video games, because all you need is a TV, an outlet, plug it in, put the disc in, bada boom, bada bing, you have games now. And back in the day, I would say like PC gaming wasn't really obviously a thing. No one really saw like, oh, you're gonna use a computer to play games. Even though nowadays you look at it and you see all these gaming consoles, like the PS4 is technically a dumbed down fucking computer, and pretty much what Sony does, and a lot of these companies that make gaming consoles do, like Xbox, whatever, they will pretty much make a computer. These are all computers at the end of the day. And they will obviously, program the controllers to work with the fucking consoles. But then they will make their own operating software. That's pretty much the whole thing that really separates consoles from being an actual PC, is this operating software. So they pretty much make their own operating system, obviously. So then they have their own marketplace, their own servers, all of that, which makes sense. But pretty much, why is Steam so special? So pretty much, while everyone was focused on like, oh, like PC gaming won't really ever be a thing, or it's not gonna be that big of a thing because of companies like Nintendo, Sony, and shit, Gabe Newell was like, dude, computers are going to be way better and way stronger in the future, which, makes obvious sense. But the whole, like, big argument back in the day was, like, is the computer gonna compete a fucking console? And, like, nowadays, it obviously makes fucking sense, yes. Like, it's a no-brainer. But back in the day, it wasn't really, it was kind of more up in the air. And not a lot of people were, developing games for PC. And as it kind of grew in the early 2000s, people started making more like, PC games and stuff like that. We had stuff like Warhammer, stuff like, I'm thinking of it, it's like World of Warcraft, stuff like that starting to appear on the scene. And to be honest, games like Epic Games and stuff like that are really smart, kind of making their own browser and then making their own selection of games. And that's kind of what Valve did as well. They made, Half-Life, almost said Last of Us, Left 4 Dead, Counter-Strike. They had their own titles. But what they did that Epic Games did not do, and Epic Games definitely fumbled the bag on this, because if they did this when Valve did it, they probably could have made so much more fucking money. But again, you think of stuff like Epic Games has shit like World of Warcraft, for the are you probably making a buttload of money, so focusing on those kind of projects was good on their part too. But I'm just saying, if Epic Games did what Valve did, they might have been able to profit on the same things Valve did. But so pretty much, Valve has their own library of games. They need a publishing thing to publish their games on. But one thing that they did that is an extra leap that no one else did at the time and didn't really think of was to, okay, we could sell our own games on here, but what if we sell other publishers as well on here? And I feel like Epic Games at the time was like, why would we want to put our competitors on our library place and try and market our competitors' games? And you think, okay, yeah, that's pretty stupid to do. But the thing is, Valve did it at such a good, perfect time in the early 2000s, like 2004 and shit. Well, no one else was doing this, so again, possibly they could talk with other publishers, either have them do it for very low prices and be like, oh yeah, I'm down to put my game on here, or just have people be on board with the idea and be like, oh, that's a good idea. And over time, Steam, had all these publishers that were like, fuck yeah, I want to publish my game on Steam. And obviously, over time, they grew a fan base. So you're growing this fan base, and then you're also growing a group of publishers that are willing and okay with putting games onto your platform. So again, they're doing this. And I think the biggest thing, too, is I don't know when exactly they release public publishing. But, again, somewhere along the road, they release public publishing. So if you pretty much, what I'm trying to say, with I cannot speak now. With public publishing, with that pretty much allowed anyone to fucking put a game on Steam. So pretty much, when I say legit anything can be on Steam, I legit mean pretty much anything, as long as it's not like breaking the law or stealing a game from someone else. So you're not taking a game someone else created and saying it's your own. As long as it doesn't break what the fuck am I talking about? As long as it doesn't break Steam's little guidelines to their publishing rules, pretty much it can fly. I have a game where you are a chair fucking other chairs. It's called Chair Fucking Simulator. Or you're like a pillow fucking other chairs. Like, should this exist? Would this exist on Nintendo's shopping marketplace? Would this exist on Sony's marketplace? Probably not. But does it exist on Steam? Yes, it does, because, again, public publishing. I have a game my friend bought me. I didn't buy this because I'm not a fucking weirdo, but he bought me this game because it was cheap and it was funny. But it's called Furry Aim Trainer. As you can tell by the name, yes, you just shoot furry fucking JPEG images, and it's an aim trainer, and they have a few other aim trainers. But that makes my point. You can pretty much, you make it, you can publish it on Steam. And I feel like that opens a huge marketplace to small publishers, big publishers. So now Steam, over time, has kind of monopolized the whole thing, and 10, 20 years later, you have people like Epic Games being like, oh fuck, we should have done this 20 years ago. How can we get people to join our publishing or our like little marketplace? Oh, we'll give them free games. And yes, that kind of works and that kind of helps, and yes, it's kind of cool to get a free game, but why do people stick with Steam? Like, Epic Games is now giving people free games. Why are people so fucking honed in on Steam? And here's simply why. Steam's been around forever, and then you have, like I said in the beginning of the video, people that have been using Steam for the last 20 years. Why would they want to move over to Epic Games when they have a library of games that they have been building up, or they have been playing games through Steam for 20 years? Why would they want to change? Number two, Steam is kind of for the people. When it comes to, like, companies like Xbox, Sony, Nintendo, they're all there just for your fucking money in your pocket. They're gonna, like, definitely Nintendo. Nintendo will cheap out on hardware, give you some shitty thing that, like, they could have made 10 years ago, but, like, hardware-wise. Like, again, the Nintendo Switch is cool. It's a portable little game device, whatever. But the hardware, compared to a PC, an Xbox, a PlayStation 5, it's dog water. It's dog shit. But it's cool because you can play games portably. Well, Valve was like, fuck you, we want to, like, compete with that, so they released a Valve Index, which is a portable fucking PC, pretty much, and it kind of smokes the fucking Nintendo Switch. But again, with that, I think Valve even released their own fucking console. Valve is just really like, nah, fuck you. But, pretty much, Valve knows how to compete, and when they do compete, they do it well, and they execute it well, or well enough. And then also, on top of that, they're, like I was saying, they are for the people. There are not a lot of marketplaces, especially, like, I remember back in the day when I used to play, like, Xbox Live on my 360. If you bought a game, you had to make sure you goddamn wanted that fucking game, because it was either going to be a pain in the ass to refund the game, or you could not refund the game and you were stuck with that game. Steam, okay, we'll give you a 2-hour trial period. If you do not like the game, you can refund it and you get your full amount of money. Some companies will say, yeah, we'll give you a refund, and either throw you through hell to get that refund, and you have to wait forever for the said refund. Or number two, they give you a portion of your money. Steam is just straight up like, here's all your money back. And what's even cooler is recently they passed this thing on Steam. So say there's a development. So say GTA fucking, I don't know, maybe GTA might not be a good example, but say like there's a game like GTA or whatever that comes out, and, or like, a good example is Cyberpunk. Say Cyberpunk's gonna release a DLC and they're like, okay, we're gonna release it on May 26th. And they don't release it on May 26th and they release it on May 27th. Everyone that pre-ordered that DLC, everyone that got that, like, you know, prepaid the DLC, paid for it, whatever, will be refunded their money because the company, the publishing company, didn't hold their end of releasing the DLC on the specific date that they said that they were going to release that DLC on. Which is cool, because it holds publishing companies to stick to their deadlines, to release what they promise. So even say a game company comes out, they're just shelling people out for money. They come up and say, hey, we're going to release this DLC, and never release that DLC. Everyone gets a refund. No one gets scammed. Steam is, like, kind of, when it comes to shit, they have some stuff that is kind of stupid, that is kind of dumb. Like, when you sell something on the marketplace, you have to wait 3 fucking days to get your fucking money for the stupid CS skin you sold. And also, on top of that, Valve will take a percentage of the money when you sell it on the marketplace. Boo-hoo, kind of fucking sucks. But when it comes to, like, dealing with that stupid shit, okay, I sold my $15 skin, I'm only getting $13, and I have to wait 3 days. Yes, it's fucking annoying, but within the long run, it does add a lot of security. When it came to when they released the whole Valve security thing or account, fucking, there's a special name for it, but I fucking forgot about it. I forgot the name. But, like, with the Steam app and how you have to have your account logged in on your app on your phone, and then it sends you a little code, or you can scan the QR code to get into your account, and that there's that extra little layer of security. Like, dude, even if you lose your Valve account, Valve will get your account back. They will be like, hey, like, they will get your account back, do what they gotta do, and, like, once you prove that it's your account, obviously. I obviously, luckily, have never had the issue of having my account get hacked, and I hopefully never have to deal with that. But even when it comes to stuff like that, they even, like I said, have extra little security. Well, once you type in your password or email, they're gonna ask you, hey, do you have that like Steam code on the app, or do you have it through your email? And then you have to put in that as well. Again, the security of Steam is good. The refund policies are pretty fair and pretty good on Steam. And again, they're always running sales. So there's a Steam sale every summer, winter, fall, and spring, and even publisher sales in between. So publishing companies will sometimes do their own little sales to kind of boost up a sale of an old game. So if they have a game that's been around for like 5 years, or like mark it for 50% off for a little bit just to boost up sales and stuff, which makes sense. So again, those constant sales going on where you could get games for 50% off, 72% off, 80% off. Obviously during the Steam summer sale and like winter sales, spring sales, and stuff like that, and the fall sale, you're gonna get a bit more and better deals. But again, those are also always deals going on. Then what's really nice is, I don't want this video too fucking long, and it's gonna be one of those videos, but, what's really cool about Steam is they didn't just market on games, but they also marketed on software. So you could get editing software like I did. I got my editing software on Steam, and, you could get recording software. I'm pretty sure you could buy, like, software to make music and stuff. Like, it's actually really cool. And what's cool is, similar to the games, these softwares will go on sale. So, during the Steam or Steam like summer sale, winter sale, whatever the fuck kind of sale, majority of the time is like, again, similar to like game publishing companies. Sometimes these software companies will like, run a deal just to kind of boost sales. But during the Steam winter summer sale and stuff like those kind of sales, you can get software for like 80% off. Like I got Sony Vegas. I think, let me check actually. I could just check on the store page. Normally, I got Sony Vegas 17 or 20. I don't know, Vegas Movie Studio 17. So the 17th iteration or the version 17. I don't know. You know what I'm saying. I got that pretty much for $17, and that comes with an audio recording software. So I can right now, as I'm recording my software, recording my audio, I'm using that software, SoundForge. So I got SoundForge and Vegas Movie Studio for $17. I think I got it during the winter sale. Normally, to buy those two is $100. Right now, there's a sale to get it for $71. But yeah, I got it for like 80 or 90% off during a winter sale. So definitely it's worth checking out Steam for software or games and stuff like that. So, again, if you're not just gaming and you want to get software for editing and stuff like that, maybe it's good to just skip going straight to Vegas's website or, Sony Vegas's website, and maybe check it out on Steam if you could get a little cheaper or something like that. But that's all my dick riding of Steam for today, and if you enjoyed today's video, comment down below, and like and subscribe. Comment also, I can't think, my brain's so scattered because I've been talking for so long. Comment down below what you guys think about Valve and your guys' thoughts and opinions and stuff like that. Comment down below if you like today's video as well. Like and subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. And thank you for sitting through a 20-minute commentary. Holy shit. But yeah, bye guys.